Welcome to Phoenix TV! I am your host, Pinky Stavo, and coming up on tonight's show, we have got just a run through of what's been happening since Pinky the Elf gave us our Christmas special show. We'll do a recap of the teams and Spawned and what's been happening in January, and then we'll have a what's coming up on the next show and forward shows. Okay, on to the first item then. Players have been allocated to their teams for 2024. Great news here. It's a lot of effort from all the coaches to discuss where players should be, particularly as we are implementing our player development approach, which is being run by the Player Development Committee. Headed up by Scott Reed with Grinch and Vinny and Billy and Kevin, I think. So they're discussing all the girls and what where they can best play, where we can get the best out of them, so that's starting. But this time we've had to kind of just go with what we know, and we've allocated the girls into teams, and so far so good. We've had a lot. I mean, what have we got? 165 girls now. A few have been kind of settling in and stuff like that, but the vast majority have hit the ground running, so it's really good to see. If there are any issues though, obviously, contact myself or Anne or your coaches, and if there's any concerns, we'll just have a chat through about it. Other breaking news, this is substantial, is we have on board, and I mentioned there we've got 165 players now, and a large portion of that increase has been from our friends at Kelvindale Thistle, who had been looking to affiliate with the SFA, join a league and so on, but they don't or didn't have the structure to allow them to bring other players to supplement their team if there's people dropping out, or for example, they don't have a goalkeeper. So we'd been discussing with them because they've helped us out when we've been short of players recently for our under 14 Pinks. So they've helped us with one of the tournaments, a game against Athena and a game against Renfrew, and we've played a few of them with Trilist, and that helped a conversation. We meet with them all the time anyway. They've come to the Man City trips with us, Scotland games, Rangers games and stuff like that whenever we get free tickets. So we've caught up with them regularly and talked to the coaches and the girls, and they get on really well, and we've had so many friendlies against them. But anyway, basically we've been discussing this, and it would have meant if they wouldn't have been able to affiliate and have a competitive team in a league this season, and they'd already lost players because of that, and they want their girls to play competitive football. They deserve it, and they were really keen when we started discussing it with them to say, okay, we've got the structure here that can help them support that, we can supplement the teams. Initially we thought we'd utilise the 9-a-side option at under 14s, so that we can have girls move developments, so they could go from 11s where they're getting less time in the ball, and then move to 9s where they get more time in the ball, they can make more mistakes and learn from them. But the SWF in all their wisdom said you can't move between the two, so what is the damn point? You're losing a really good development approach there by giving players that maybe play in defensive positions and get less time in the ball at 11s, and then you could play them at 9-a-sides in midfield and get more time in the ball. Selfishly thinking about my daughter on that one, but SWF kiboshed that one. So we thought, well, let's make sure we give them 11-a-side football, because these girls will be moving to 16s next year, and it would give us two 16s teams. Fantastic response from the Kelvindale Thistle coaches, who are now Phoenix coaches, and the girls as well. And it's really exciting to say that we've now got 3 under 14 11-a-side teams, and then next year we will have 2 under 16 teams, fingers crossed. And it's given us the opportunity from a coach's perspective to have this put in place a real good development structure so that we can put, hopefully, the under 14 Pinks who are in their second season at 11-a-sides, supplemented by some of the more driven, challenging, those driven, challenging, competitive players at Kelvindale Thistle, the opportunity to play in the top tier against the top opposition there, which is going to be really competitive, really physical, really in your face, fast paced, as we saw last year when we took on like the really good sides, and it gives us an opportunity for the other team, the other 11s teams, to be more at the development stage, or more appropriately at a competitive level in the second tier, so that they'll get hopefully more time in the ball, play opposition that are also at the same stage, which means they can make mistakes, they'll not get punished for it as much, they'll be able to learn from it and then play more football with less pressure, immediate pressure on them, so they can think and do that thought process. So it's a great opportunity. The huge thing about that is that means that I am going to stop being a coach for the under 14 Pinks. Boo hoo, boo hoo. However, I am going to be the head coach for the under 14 Oranges. I'm a head coach, which is just nuts. I mean, why Anne approved that, I have no idea. I mean, Grant could have also said, no chance, Gus, you're a numpty. But no, they said, I think you'll be suited for it. And to be honest, I struggle with the competitive side. I'm much more chilled, relaxed, silly on the pitch, and I think I'm a really good fit for the development side. I'm really looking forward to it. It does mean that I will still go to the under 14 Pinks training when I can, because the girls are awesome and the coaches are alright. But I'll also try and go to the games as well. I'm at most of the games most weekends anyway. I was there for the under 14 Pinks game on Saturday, and then I was there for the under 12 Pinks, under 12 Blacks and under 12 Oranges matches on Sunday as well. So if they're at Scotstoun, I'll be there, and travel permitting, I'll be there for the other ones as well. But no, I'm really excited about it. We've got a really challenging time period just now though, because the team lines, the squad lines, need to be finalised to the SWF by the 12th of February. So there's a lot of players that we need to get to know from Kelvindale Thistle. And after the training on Tuesday night that we've seen them, holy moly, there are some really good players in there. So we've got our hands full as to what's the best position, what's the best level for the girls to perform at and be able to develop best from. So Scott Reid is taking the kind of lead on that one, but we're all feeding into it along with the new Phoenix coaches. So yeah, really exciting, but like time frames. We've got a bounce game on Friday night for the 14 Pinks Blacks, and supplemented by the 12 Pinks as well. Those that are kind of like going to help out. And then the 14 Pinks have got a game against Motherwell on Saturday, and then we've got the signing day on Sunday, and then training Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, and that's literally all the time we have to decide the teams. So yeah, fingers crossed it all goes well, and welcome the new Phoenixes. I'm really pleased to have you here. Okay, next up then, like I said, we've had everybody in. It's been a bit of a break since the Pinky the Elf gave us the chat on the Christmas show. So let's go through Spawned. I'm going to try my new devices. I've got a new device here, so I can press this. Brings in the telly. Look, one button. Pressed it. Professional setup right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just talk through who was where. So let me just bring in the monitor. Oh, look at that. What you can see here, this was the under 12 Blacks in their first match. That was let me see, actually, hold on a minute. I don't want to share the other screen because the details are on it. So let me duplicate that one and bring this one over. There we go. Now I can see who this was, and then I can talk through the rest of it, and we'll bring that picture back up. Where are they? There we go. There's Vinny. So it was Vinny that posted it. And it was the under 12 Blacks versus Rossvale in the friendly, and that was on the 14th of January, so that was quite some time ago. but really good there. We then had, let me swap this in. Who's that? That's the under 14 Blacks versus Thorn Athletic. So this is the new under 14 Blacks set up for the new 11-a-side team. So it's the same Blacks team, but this is them playing 11-a-sides. Let's put that on. And you can see there that we've got the new keeper Lily in there, who is absolutely loving it. I caught up with her the other week when she helped us with the Athena game, and she's loving being the first team goalie for the under 14 Blacks. So it's a really positive move for her, and really good. I think that one finished up 4-0. Really great start for us obviously. And the ref's player of the match was Maya Mitchell, who is an absolute stalwart in that midfield, and player of the match from the coach's perspective was Emily, which was absolutely fantastic. She has definitely come onto a game last year, really improved on that one. So that was great. We then had the under 12 Oranges versus Gart Cairn. So that was a great game. That was the 14th of January as well. And then under 10s were against Busby by the looks of it. Let me just bring that one up. Hold on. There's a cracking picture on here. Look at this. So we've got the under 10s versus Busby under 10s. First game of the season. Look at them. Look how happy they are. It's crazy. Silly things. It's freezing out there. Look at that. Look at them all. In fact, hold on a minute. What is that person wearing here? Is that an hoodie? Oh my word. And you can see there. Really good pictures. Good. Lots of hoodies on display there. Look. Love it. Really rosy cheeks as well. So, fantastic. Well done, guys. Really good to see that. Well done. Great football there. We then had Renfrew versus our under 12 Pinks, and you can see from this one they are performing well. It's a shame I can't read out the results in these ones, but it's just more about the game time there. You can see the keeper Izzy settling in nicely there with the usual squad, which is great. Next up we had the under 14s at the Bishopton tournament. I think that was an undefeated tournament. I'm not sure we've got any pictures for that one. It might be on the website. If you want to check out the website, go to phoenixgirlsfc.co.uk. First game we won was 1-0 against Bishopton. With Summer the goal scorer there. Second game was 4-0 against Clark Drive. Summer got 2, Lexi got 1, and Becky got 1. Lexi being one of the new girls which has joined, which was fantastic. She was a trialist in that game but did really well. I think we also had Amy and as well, and we had Anna returning to us as well since her dispensation came through, which was fantastic. Then third game was 5-1 against Bishopton. We won. Becky with 2, Anna with 2, Summer with 1, and then the last game was 6-2 versus Clark Drive, and that was Summer with 4, Becky with 1, Lexi with 1, and undoubtedly Summer player of the tournament there with so many goals under her belt. But what's been most impressive is the positive attitude that we've started with, and Summer's been really leading on that one, which has been great to see. She's been great with the team, encouraging everybody, not just in games but in training as well. Okay, next game. I don't know, I should really put the photos up on Spawn, but they are all on the website, so go and check them out. We were playing against Athena, who have an excellent side, and that was a 5-2 victory for Phoenix. Lots of great performances there. We took the opportunity to play lots of people in different positions, moving them out of their comfort zones and stuff like that. And player of the match went to Summer again. I didn't actually note down who got the goals, but let me think. It was Anna got Anna then puts us 2-0 up, and Becky got the opener, Anna got the second, Summer got the third, Summer got the fourth, and Summer got the fifth with a Summer Screamer trademarked goal. Next we have the January the 21st, which is the Sunday. We had Phoenix Blacks under 10s away to Milngavie under 10s. No pictures in that one, but another great performance. I love playing Milngavie, such a good relationship with them. And we had a home match for the under 14 Blacks against Houston. So let's actually get the picture up for that one. 2 seconds. Yay! Look at that action shot there. And then we've got the elbows rather than shaky hands, and the team photo there. It looks like it was a bit of a wet one. Oh, glad I wasn't watching that one. But that was a good one, and I'm going to read the match report for this one in full because it was written by Maya Jutla from the team, who was currently injured but stepped in to be our matchday reporter, which was fantastic. So in that one, the team were playing an unfamiliar opposition today in the form of Houston United. Phoenix lined up with initially in their 4-4-2 formation. First goal of the game was an unintentional own goal from Houston United, so I'll take credit for that, right? That was definitely Pinky Stavo's first goal for Phoenix in 2024. Well done, me. They played a pass back to the defender, who was under great pressure from Elsa and went in, so maybe Elsa should take some credit for that one, but no, I'll take the goal on that one. Not long afterwards, Aisha scored a powerful goal with her right foot, which was difficult for the goalkeeper to save as sheer power carried it through. However, the celebrating was not over, as Aisha then succeeded in scoring again with a left foot strike. So she's on for right foot, left foot header, perfect hat trick. So far in the match, the score read 3-0. That nearly changed though in the second half when Aisha and Caitlin both had equally strong shots on target but just missed. Throughout the game, Ailey S had some great clearances and displayed some solid defensive skills by clearing the ball up the pitch without hesitation. Alison and Mirren were strong in defence and helped the midfield, and Isla Kay never stopped running for the ball. Elsa had a great game, and this showed when she attempted a shot with her left foot but narrowly missed. Well done, Elsa. I like it when we see players taking opportunities with both feet. Heidi was on the second half and didn't look out of place with 100% effort and getting good distance on her clearances. Aisha scored yet another goal, which was her hat-trick. But was it with her head? Inquiring minds need to know, because that would have been the perfect hat-trick rather than just the hat-trick. Kind of like a royal flush at poker. Near the end of the second half, a Houston United player scored a good goal to make it 4-1. Isla S, who worked hard throughout the game, scored a great goal from a corner kick when she connected with the first time and slotted it into the near post. That sounds like a belter. Freya did great and was her usual hard-working self, and Maya Mitchell was excellent with constantly running hard. Ailey Anderson had great touches in the cam position, which she never played in before, so good experience there. Emily showed loads of effort as usual and ran loads, and of course Lily, our goalkeeper, did some amazing kickouts from her hand and was solid with some great saves too. Overall today the girls gave a good first half performance that overpowered the opposition. The second half was more subdued as we tried different formations to see how the team could cope. Coach's player of the match was Elsa and Aisha. Well done, guys, and a big shout out to Maya Jutla there for the match report, which was fantastic. Some big words in there. Next time, if I'm going to run it, read it out, maybe just dumb the language down a smidgen for me, and keep it short sentences and very to the point so that it's easier for me to read. Just kidding. Brilliant. Anyway, thank you very much. Next up, January 21st was Phoenix 12 Blacks versus Thorn Athletics, so similar opponents to the under 14 Blacks had the previous week. Let's get that off there. Under 12 Oranges versus Milngavie friendly. Again, brilliant game against Milngavie. Always a good opposition. And under 14 Pinks versus Renfrew. Again, photos are up on the website for this one. Thank you to Orion, Sophia's mum, for the photos, and she has now agreed to be a formal Phoenix photographer, and she's going through the PVG and everything, and registration on the SYFA websites to get that formal. She will soon be sporting a Phoenix TV, Phoenix Crew workies vest, whatever you call those highlighty fluorescent-y jackety things, to show that she is official, so that's great news. This one match report was by this was last week's one, wasn't it? Yeah. So this was by our under 14 Pinks budding sports journalist, Eloise. So I'll read this one through. Phoenix under 14 Pinks. Starting our favoured 4-3-3 formation in a pre-season friendly against an excellent Renfrew side. The first half begins with a bit of end-to-end play, with Anna battling against the defence, resulting in a corner which Phoenix unfortunately can't convert. And what I would say about this, the first half, Renfrew really showed their technical ability, very good on the ball, their quick passing, and what I was impressed with was their scanning as well, so they almost knew what pass they were going to play as they received the ball, which is something that I think we show in the under 14 Pinks, but I think everybody could learn from this one. It's like watching the Barcelona team, really good opposition, and you'll probably find out we saw that on the day as well. Another great through ball from Summer means Phoenix get a corner, but again, nothing comes from it. And then Renfrew are pushing hard, but score remains 0-0 until they get an indirect free kick from a pass back, which results in a goal. Now, this was actually the first time I've seen an indirect free kick from a pass back, and we haven't practiced it in training, so lessons learned in that one. These scenarios that don't happen very often, we're going to have to start coaching that and get the girls to know what to do in those situations, because I don't think we properly set up for it, and that maybe led to the goal. But then again, this is in the box, and it's very difficult to defend an indirect free kick in the box with all the players behind the ball. So that's a good lesson to learn on that one. Phoenix are put under continued pressure, and Renfrew score a wonder goal from 25 yards out, so it was 2-0 down at 34 minutes in, with the just about first time ending there. On to the second half, and Clara makes her debut for Phoenix and does really well in defence, showing her strength, ability, and equally as important, her communication and talking, which are going to be invaluable. Now, if you've not met Clara yet, as soon as you meet her, you will remember her. She is just so engaging and encouraging to the girls. Having her on the sidelines is like having a 12th person on the pitch, because she is so vocal in supporting her teammates. So it was great fun to have. It's really attentive in terms of like listening to when we were putting her on for the substitution, where she was going to play, who she's going to be playing alongside, and instructions to get on the park. So look forward to coaching Clara. It's going to be a lot of fun. Rachel makes an amazing save to keep the score at 2-0 to Renfrew, and Becky almost scores up the other end. A great corner from Summer means that Renfrew clear it off the line, and Summer almost scores again from far out. The resulting goal kick is pressured by Becky, and she scores, bringing us back into touching distance there, and it's 2-1 to Renfrew. Nicole then almost scores with a powerful shot from 25 yards out, but the goalie saves it, and that was a proper ping. She hit that one. A corner from Phoenix means Summer's great in-swinger goes straight into the goal to equal the score. Fantastic goal. Didn't see it. The curl on it was amazing, and it went right over the keeper and into the net and brought us right back into the game. After a run of Phoenix pressure, Summer puts it into the back of the net with an outside of the box shot, making it 3-2. A period of end-to-end play ends with Summer scoring wide for her hat-trick, 4-2 to Phoenix. Anna comes close with a looping shot, but the goalie saves it, and the second half ends with a score of 4-2, and what a comeback. 2-0 down at the end of the second half, coming back to win 4-2. And moment of the match, 100% goes to Summer's wonderful in-swinging corner goal, which turned the tide. I mean, Becky brought us back. Rachel's save at 2-0 down keeps us in it, but that goal to bring us level was just like the roof. If there was a roof in Scotland, it would have been lifted by the cheer from the pitch, the parents and the coaches bench, because it was just, we're right back in it there, and that we had the momentum. So it was really good. Player of the match went to Sophia, whose battling and teamwork was immense today. She was playing in the central attacking midfielder role, but spent a lot of the time actually tracking back and making important challenges, putting pressure on their attacking players and turning over play and playing quick passes to support, I think it was Afia who's in CDM at that point. So that shows the amount of running she was doing in central midfield. and the attitude, she's got the right attitude to bring it in and helping out her teammates and not letting anybody get past her, and that physicality she brings to that central midfield was fantastic. Honourable mention goes to Anna as well, who's battling in the forward line this time, put the Renfrew defence continually under pressure, and she showed exactly the same attitude that Sophia had, that they just weren't getting any time in the ball, and we weren't letting Renfrew have an easy time of it, and it was a really strong match, and that desire to win the balls back kept us in the game. So well done everybody. Goals today from Becky, Summer, and that's Summer's hat-trick. Whew. I'm going to have to get a break soon. Next was up the 12 Oranges versus the 12 Blacks, a friendly match there, and I think, can't give you the score on these ones, it's a bit of a shame, but I think we've got a picture later on for that one. Then we had, let me just bring this one up, we had the Finart versus the under 10s. Lovely picture here, check this out, booyah, lots of Phoenix waves there. We can see, look at cheeky wee Rona there posing. Need to do the Phoenix wave when you're doing that one, Rona, come on. But look at that, lots of Phoenix waves. I'm liking the pink hat at the back as well, really good, and gloves, so well done guys. That was against a good Finart opposition there. Let's bring in the next one, which was Morton Girls versus Phoenix Blacks under 10s. Let's have a look at the pictures there. Look at this. Look at all those happy folk. That's what you want. And then we'll have a look at... lots of Phoenix waves. Check that out. Superb. Lots of smiles and Phoenix waves. Absolutely brilliant. And lots of team pictures. So well done, guys. And that was against Morton Girls. And then the next up we have the under 14 Blacks had a friendly against Mulgai. Let's see, that one there I think was also a 4-0 victory for Phoenix, which was great, with goals from Emily, Elsa, Maya and Caitlin, so a goal scorer each. Shows that we've got goals throughout the squad there. And this match report was written by Alison. Hold the phone, I'm going to have to read this one then. So let's go through the photos first. We can see some action shots there. I love that picture. That must be the warm-up. I can see they're doing scoops. Let's see who's doing proper scoops there. I think Isla Shepherd's doing the best scoop, which is good to see. And then we've got them on the bench there. So let's see this one. Early start at Scotstoun against a very strong Mulgai side. The first goal. Oh, and in that Mulgai side was a former Phoenix, Amber, who I coached last year, an absolutely wonderful girl. Really good to see her and her parents, and I got to meet Stuart's evil twin, John, which was an in-joke there with my daughter Ailey, about because she kept calling Stuart John Stuart. Anyway, it was really nice to see Amber again, and it's always good to see former Phoenixes, because in football people move to other clubs for like progress, for maybe it's not the right fit, but it's really good to see them, and they were always friends afterwards, so it's good to catch up with the players and parents we haven't seen for a while. Anyway, early start at Scotstoun against a very strong Mulgai side. The first goal was a rebound off the Mulgai's keeper, and Emily rushed into the box, hitting the ball with a strong left foot finish and putting us in the lead. Left foot finish, love it. There was great passing between the midfielders and some awesome through balls on the wings. Our attackers applied lots of pressure onto their defence, who worked hard to keep the goals out. Our second goal came from Elsa. The ball fell to her feet and she struck right through the ball from outside the box and into the back of the net. That sounds like a bit of a screamer, and it was 2-0 at half-time. Half-time team talk from Scott, motivating us to win the second half and keep going as we were. The next goal was from Maya, who didn't give up after being fouled in the box and got the goal while the ref played advantage. Sounds like good refereeing there, and good strong play from Maya, showing the right attitude to keep on playing until the whistle. Last goal was from Caitlin, who had an absolutely fantastic strike with a banging assist from Ava, our half-time sub, playing her first game for Phoenix. Oh, sounds like a great debut then, getting an assist, so well done both of you there. Full-time final score 4-0. Girls played amazingly today and we're all very proud of our team. They definitely deserved the 4-0 win. Ref's player of the match was Maya for working non-stop and being everywhere on the pitch, and coach's player of the match was Heidi for putting in a hard shift in defence against some players who could give Sonic a run for his money. Well, I hope they catch some gold rings as well. And well done, Alison, on the match report, with big help from Mirren and a bit of help from Emily, Heidi and Isla Shepherd as well. Really good. And again, lots of big words in there. So yeah, I think I've read them all through. If you do manage to put in a word that I do not know how to pronounce, I will tell you off. Don't you worry about that. So well done, girls. Okay, on to the next one then. Let's see who we've got. It was the Pinks versus Hamilton. The 12 Pinks versus Hamilton. Let's bring in this picture. That was an absolutely fantastic game. I have never seen the girls gel so much, and I'm speaking to Grant after the game. He had a real stinker trying to pick player of the match, and I think and Grant's one of these guys that's just like, I can't give it to the team. I can't give it to the team. That's a cop-out. But I think he actually gave it to the team, and I slated him for it. I was like, oh, can't give it to the team. It's a cop-out. But genuinely, I think everybody was so involved. You know, the play from the back from Izzy. She, in a game where she didn't have as much to do, she has to be switched on when they attack, and she was so alert. It was brilliant to see. It's something of a real good quality of a keeper. And then playing it out from the back, her distribution was excellent. And everybody I can't even go through the score sheet. I'd be here until next week. So just well done, girls. Great game. Let's see. Oh, and that was... Have we got any more? Let's see. Is that the last one? I'm going to have to get a drink of juice after this. And the last one actually is Phoenix 12 Blacks versus Phoenix 12 Oranges. We covered it earlier on, but we do have a picture of the girls here. Looking really good. That is a team. I got to train with them on Wednesday night. That was last night. I got to train with them and the 12 Pinks, and we played an impromptu match just to give more experience to everybody there, play some different positions. It's really good to coach those matches. We can stop them, move people around, talk to them about it. And one player I hadn't seen play much of before was Emma T. And on the match on Sunday and at the training on Wednesday, I was really impressed with how her game awareness was coming along. And it was really good for her. She actually ended up playing with the 12 Pinks on that one. And she was next to Layla M. And Layla's a really good captain. She talks everybody through things. She demands people in certain positions and stuff like that. It's really good quality, but in the right way. And she was talking Emma T through it, and it's really good to see. There was a really good, strong back line there. But also that the football and play is really, really good. Great to see the 12s, the Blacks and Pinks, really good football, good quality football as well. Right, on that note, I'm going to have to close down Spawn. 2 seconds. My word. Right, that's the Spawn recap. I'm going to take a little break there. We'll come back to it. I'm going to stop the recording. Get back into it. Start us back up where we'll just talk about what's coming up on Phoenix TV. Right, let's get rid of that TV. Don't need that anymore. Out you go. Right, coming up on the shows shortly, we'll have the January Player of the Month, nearly there. A few people sending in their photos. I've got some results here, but I'm not going to release them until I have them all and I can actually do the cool video. So hopefully that'll be in the next show. I'm hoping to get back to weekly shows, but at very least fortnightly, because these guys here, down the bottom, these guys here sponsor us, sponsor our strips and jackets and tracksuits and all that kind of stuff. They deserve to be on the TV. They make things happen. Those guys stepped up, and we love you so much for getting us our strips, our training kit, trackies, all that kind of stuff. Really important. And I also want the show. I want there to be a show sponsor where I can actually do silly adverts and do a and a word from our sponsor, and then go over and do that one. So if you do fancy sponsoring Phoenix TV, you will get a specific section. If you want to do the advert, you will get your own advert. It'll be like the guy from Wayne's World, and I may take the mick out of you. I may edit it. You're not safe, but if you want to try doing your own advert, you can do it. If you want me to do the advert for you, I'm happy to do that. Always silly things. If you're trying to make me do a serious advert, that could also turn up silly. It will be like a perfume advert, and I'll be like doing fancy kind of poses, black and white, with like doves flying past and going, oh, sauvage. Could happen. It could happen, right? Anyway, you sponsor the show. We'll put the money to good use. Not for the show. It will go to the club. Anything that comes in from this club. When I get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is miles off, like probably 2 or 3 years down the line, and we can make revenue on YouTube, that money goes to the club, right? It's not going to be Phoenix TV. It doesn't go to me. It doesn't go to Phoenix TV. It goes to the club. Things like VO cams, footballs, goals, training kits, maybe bringing in experts to train the girls, plyometrics, strength and conditioning, injury support, physios, all that kind of stuff. It will be for that, and hopefully, if the process continues, when we get to the confirmation that the Phoenix Nest will be owned by Phoenix Girls FC, and my job is done there, and we need the money to repair pitches, maintain pitches, line the pitches, floodlights, redo the facilities, install a 3G pitch, put in a stadium, build a monument to inspirational women, build 5-a-side pitches and pods, all that kind of stuff. The money from this will go to that 100%, and that's me as my club development officer. I get really excited about that. It's ridiculous, and I want that to happen. Okay, so that's coming up. We're going to have weekend wrap-ups hell of a lot quicker than what I just did there for the Spawn recap for January, which was exhausting, and then hopefully something cool is going to happen with Phoenix TV, and it's not just going to be me as a solo idiot sitting here. Stuff's going to happen. Now I'm going to keep that, I'm going to dangle that carrot out there so that future people tune in and say, oh, something cool happened on Phoenix TV, and then you come up and like, wow, that's super cool, and in a less sarcastic type of way. Anyway, that's it. That's January in a nutshell. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. Apologies I waffled on for so long. Hopefully stuff's there. If you want to get more content, check out the social media channels, X or Twitter, whatever the hell it's called now, Instagram. I think TikTok will be taken over by the girls at some point, Facebook as well, all the stuff there, birthdays, all that, you know, players of the month, everything goes on there. Do check out the website. On the website we're starting with Meet the Coaches, we've got the club shop on there, and we'll get forms and everything on it. The more you want, the more we'll provide. We've got match reports from the under-14 Pinks, the photos from the under-14 Pinks. If other clubs want to do that, send me stuff, we'll put it on the website. Other teams in the club, I should say. And what else? There's a page for sponsors and partnerships, and there's cool stuff happening there too. Lots in the pipeline, and we will announce it once it's finalised. But like, big things are happening. So yeah, keep an idea. Any big announcements we'll put out to the parents and stuff on WhatsApps. Any big functions, events and stuff like that will go on WhatsApps and Spawned. Big club announcements will go on the website. Okay, so go check it out. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.